Hello, everyone. Welcome to Diana's Diary. I'm so pleased. I'm grateful for all the subscribers. I thank you all for patronizing Diana's Diary. I'm so grateful. God bless you. Okay, today I have with me one renowned Mr. Honorable, I call him. I really appreciate this man so much, and it was very hard to get him, but by God's grace today I found him here, and he's here to support everybody. When I told him about my vision, he said, you know what, I will come down and just come and bless your people. So he has so much knowledge. He's done well for himself, and he's somebody that a lot of you know, and he's our upcoming president. Okay, Ghana, are you ready for Mr. Appiah Kubi? He's the general, is it chairman?
Yeah, chairman of the New Patriotic Party, West London, UK.
Wow, did you hear that? I'm so grateful. He's a personal friend, okay? And I'm so grateful that he's gracing our platform. So without much ado, I'll just welcome you, Minister Honorable Isaac Appiah Kubi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Diana. I'm incredibly humbled to participate in your amazing show, Diana's Diary. When I saw your program initially and I followed it up, and I said, wow, I have always knew that you have something unique and great, and I'm so inspired by the content and the impact you are creating, especially for the viewers that are following you. I believe that God has brought you in such a time like this to continue to add value to the lives of people and to impact lives and changing lives. And for me, it has been one of my greatest passions. So when you mentioned to me that you would like to see me, so if I can share some of my life experience with your audience, I saw that as a privilege and opportunity to do so. So I want you to know that I'm also greatly humbled to be here. Thanks ever so much, and to say hello to your viewers. I believe Diana's Diary is making a whole lot of impact and creating so much benefit for all of you. And I thank all of you for tuning in to follow that. Please tell a friend to tell a friend, share the link, share the video, make sure you call somebody to join in. Because in the next 20 or 25 minutes, we're going to be talking about some very, very important topic that I convinced within my spirit that you will be blessed. And if you put those things in practice, God will help you to see a different version of yourself. So, Diana, I think today we are going to talk about personal development.
Yes, but first of all, I just want, because I've got some youth that I advocate for, and the credit that you've given yourself, growing up, all your achievements. I know there were some challenges, and someone is looking at you, looking so great, looking so amazing, someone inspired to be like you. So I just want you to share with us a little bit about yourself growing up, some of your achievements, how you struggle to make it. I know you have some businesses to yourself. I know you had lots of post office that you've opened in UK, and being a chairman, you are doing so many things. You travel all over the world now, but I don't know how it started. I don't know how it started. So if you can tell somebody out there that maybe there was a broken home, maybe it wasn't a broken home financially, maybe you were struggling, I don't know, but someone out there, they look at you and say that because of you, I've got hope to start, and I can be like Mr. Appiah Kubi one day. So if you don't mind, just share a little bit about your growing up before we dive into the topic.
Thank you, Diana. Of course, I don't My show, that's the reason why we are here on
Thank
this show.
you.
So our story can also bless somebody. I was born into a family of for my mom and my two sisters. The last born from my mom.
Okay.
And interestingly, I don't know how this happened because my mom is a Christian, my father was a Muslim. But somehow they managed to be together. And my dad died at the age of 5 when I was very, very young. So my mom had to take the responsibility of taking care of 3 children, that is myself and my 2 little sisters. Of course, you can imagine a mother taking care of 3 children in a country like Ghana where there's no social policies to help family system. Unlike here where you have all the social support systems to help families sort of go through a bit of a struggle and a challenge. I didn't have that kind of opportunity. So my mom had to move away from the village and do everything that you can think of to try and take care of. Interestingly, I wasn't that kind of a child. I was very, very, very calm and quiet. I was a bit stubborn.
You look quiet.
So you can understand, you can imagine the challenges that that woman will be going through, with 3 children, no man in the house to help. So we went through a bit of a challenge. So I have always had a dream to see my mom becoming somebody that all the toil would be worthwhile, because I saw the pain and the struggles that she has to go through to take care of us. And if I have to go through the story, probably might not be end. So when I get to secondary school, I think at senior secondary school, Form 2, my mom couldn't take care of me again, so I had to find a way and complete the school.
Wow.
And that was about it. That woman could have done. She wanted to see me becoming fully educated, but of course, money was a problem. So
I'm really interested in how you had to do it all by yourself.
Senior secondary school. I was a good student, so I had opportunity. I had favor in the eyes of the registrar at that time. And in the school. Obviously, he didn't want me to drop out of school because of my academic performance, and he decided to wipe all the school fees and everything. So that helped me to complete my senior secondary school. From senior secondary, I got admission into the university.
Wow, I'm so proud of that.
To go and do economics, and again, my mom didn't even know where the university was. I went to the university, and then through friends, families, and other associations, fortunately, I managed to complete my first degree in economics as well.
Wow.
And the one thing that in all of this, I saw my mom go through a whole lot. 3 children, 1 room in Ghana, with nothing to boast about, with nothing to call our own. And I believe probably, I don't know, most of your listeners, if they are not from here, they are from Ghana, they will probably, most of them will relate with some of my story. But I had a dream, I had a big ambition. I knew very well that I was meant for more.
Yeah.
And so all I have to do is to commit and to get focused. And by the grace of God, it worked. It hasn't been very easy.
So I just want you, sorry to cut you, what motivated you to keep on? Because this is a child that in between, like your mom have 3 of you, okay?
Yeah.
Then the registrar decided to support you. Did you feel pressured that maybe what really motivated you to excel and also get a support to go into university? So at university, fine, you had a dream, you had a goal, but what was your motivation to do what you did to get to finish that economics course?
You see, Diana, when you have a dream or a purpose to achieve, and I am grateful to God that I knew on a very early stage that I am made for more. I know I needed to achieve something greatness. And that understanding, that purpose, that vision was enough to motivate you, to drive me every moment.
So you had confidence in yourself.
Confidence in myself that I know I have to get somewhere.
Yeah.
And to get somewhere, I have to do everything necessary, everything, whatever it takes to be able to make that happen. And I think that is very, very important in life.
It is.
So
How you see yourself.
all the challenges that I had to face, i.e. my mom not being able to pay the fees, or the fact that I didn't have anything to follow, no uncle, no father, no senior brother, no family member in a position of authority, responsibility, have all the resources that I could potentially be associated with. Those things didn't matter to me. All matters to me is I just focusing on where I want to get to, and I wasn't taking anything less than that. And I think that drove me through all those challenges and to be able to overcome them.
Thank you.
To where I am.
Thank you. So now we've finished uni, we've done our economics, and you are now going into the world to work. How did you start? Did you just become an economics, or you had to sell? Because I finished my nursing by God's grace, then I went straight into it, but alongside I was doing extra, because you can't balance life in Ghana without doing one job. So with you, how did you start picking yourself up? Was it boom, then you became an economics, or how did you go into that post office opening, getting yourself to where you are now?
Okay. So when I finished my university, fortunately, when I was in university, I wasn't just going through the university.
Oh, okay.
The university went through me, because that's one thing that I picked when I went in initially for our matriculation. They just said, do not pass through the university.
Let the university pass through
you. So I got involved in a lot of things, and fortunately I became a student leader. I was the NIC's vice president and secretary to the university. So I had picked a lot of things from the university. And from there I progressed. So when I finished the university, straight away I got a job without even getting to do my national service. Because I picked a lot of the leadership skills, the team working spirit and all of that. And we have been out there, going around in the NICS takes care of all the various universities, the polytechnics and all the students. So I have built network. So straight away I got into this company, Unique Trust Financial Services. That is where I started my career, and I started building myself. And fortunately, I got an opportunity to travel abroad to the UK to continue my master's. And when I came, I did my master's in business administration. And when I finished, after the course, I said, I think I can do a bit more with myself, because at that time I got in the idea how to set up a business, how to write business plan and all of that. But then I needed more experience. So I decided to go on a trainee program.
Okay.
So fortunately I had an opportunity with Santander, stayed with them for 3 months. And then I got another opportunity with Bank of Ireland.
Bank of Ireland?
Bank of Ireland to be as a financial advisor. So that's where I started my career itself. So Bank of Ireland then had an arrangement with the British Postal Services to use their retail outlet because the post office has the largest retail across the whole of Europe, about 11,800 of them. So they wanted to promote their financial services through those retail.
Okay.
So then I jumped into the post office and as a financial advisor, progressed from there due to my, like I've said, I've always want to, I know I need more, I need to get better at it myself. Then I became assistant branch manager, then branch manager, and then I became the area manager from there. So that is how I started my career. So when I have worked with most of the branches within the post office, I decided then to move out. Now that I've got all the experience.
I thought I knew you, but I think Diana's Diary is even making me know you better.
So then I had to move out and then set up my own financial services booking company, and that is what I've been running now.
Wow. You've done so well for yourself, and I'm so proud of you. You are very young, but you wear so many caps. You wear so many caps, and I will be one of the best, fan. Sure. If I see you in few years, contesting for the president of Ghana. And, and by God's grace, I'll say, God will make it come to pass.
We believe that so strongly.
Yeah, God will make it come to pass. So now let's get into our topic.
Yes, so we're talking about personal development and getting a better version of yourself. You see, Diana, one thing that I need your listeners to understand that most of the times we make mistake to perceive success. But you don't perceive success. You attract success.
Wow.
And why do I say that? You attract success because, you see, when you become a better version of yourself, success cannot elude you automatically. If Diana's diary becomes so successful with the content, with everything that you do, with all the things that you wish you could be, you people will naturally flock through that. They will want to be part of that program. I want to be on that program. And this is one thing that I need your listeners to understand, that don't pursue success. Work on yourself, develop yourself, be better at yourself, and you will naturally attract the success. And you see, the Bible put it in a very perfect way, very beautiful way. From the books of Proverbs, Diana, chapter 22, verse 29, the Bible says, see a man diligent in his work. See a man diligent in his word. He will serve kings. He will serve leaders. He will serve authorities.
That's right.
He will be places.
Come on.
He is not going to be serving mere men or low people. Diligent. Self-improvement. Better version of yourself. Competence. Knowledgeable. You're so good, even if you're in the bush, he will come for you. That is how you succeed. Yeah. So personal development and being better version of yourself is so important. The Bible says in 3 John 1:2, it said, Beloved, I wish above everything that you will prosper. So even God wants you to be better version and be better of yourself and to have, to be unique, to be different. Because yes, we work, and this is one thing that I always tell people, is sometimes we become so much religious that we think, let's reduce, as we pray, as we do things, everything will be all right, and then we leave to understand that we have to be intentional about developing and growing whatever we have in our talent, our skill set, and the gifts that God has given to us, and we stay behind because we think when we pray that is good enough. But that is not enough.
That's not enough.
at all.
That's not enough. And you need to be intentional. I like that
You
word.
need to be
You need to be
intentional
intentional.
about everything.
You need to.
So it's the same reason why you see God giving a pastor, a prophet, an apostle, a ministry. One, people are flocking into the church, and one is even barely struggling to get 10 people, 15 people in the church. What is the difference? Same God. Success attracts, you don't pursue it. When you do it right, people will troop in. When you don't do it right, it doesn't attract anybody. So personal development and self-improvement is key. And this afternoon, I will share with you, there's a lot of things I want to share, but I will share with only 3 things that I want your viewers to think out and focus on them so that they can become better versions of themselves. They can improve themselves.
Yeah.
So whatever their heart's longing for, whatever the goals are, whatever motivates them, whatever excites them, they can see it happening and happening at the level that they can attract the right people. And I was quite amazed when I saw Diane's Diary and I saw you, and I knew very well that this program is going to go places because you're going to lift this program to another level. You're going to come so better at yourself, so better at the program that you people have to kill before they can come on our program. Amen. I am so convinced in my spirit. I think that is going to happen. So it's very, 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 very important that you develop yourself. See, this, I believe majority of your listeners or your viewers might have heard that the late Dr. Martin Luther King from America, at the age, he was very young.
Yeah.
He started the civil rights movement when he was in his 20s. He died at the age of 39.
Yeah.
This young man is still celebrated in the whole of America. He was invited into a school to speak, and he told the student about something about their life blueprint, asking them what is their life blueprint. Because you know the story in America where the blacks were made to feel less of importance as against them.
Yeah.
So he was telling them that you being black doesn't make you different from the whites. The only difference, or what you need to do, is to improve yourself, as we are talking about self-improvement and personal improvement.
Yes.
That you become so good that you cannot be ignored. Is that if you sweep the street like how Beethoven composes music, that it goes around the world. So that at least if you are not there, they should know that no, the sweeper who sweeps here is not here today, because it's a difference at a very level that the standards are just there. And he encourages that he went ahead when he talked about he has a dream that one day the black and the white will sit on the table, that people will not be judged by the color of their skin, by the content of their character. And that all happened as today he's not witnessing that one. Why was Martin Luther King being listened to? Because at his time, at the age of 39, he grew and developed himself to the extent that even though he was young, he couldn't be ignored. And today the whole of America had to celebrate the person. So it's important that we develop, we grow ourselves, we become a better version of yourself. And every single individual can do that if they care now. So what are the 3 things I want to share with you?
Please.
Number 1.
Yes.
To be able to be better version of yourself and grow yourself and develop yourself, you have to have a deeper understanding of your purpose. What am I achieving here? What is my purpose? What am I trying to do? So for example, we're taking Lady Diana's Diary.
Yeah.
Diana, you've set up a program.
Yes.
What do I need to become better version of this program, to take the program to another level? You cannot have the program probably only limited to the four corners of your house or the four corners of your studio, or where do you want to take that program, and what do you need to know and understand? So then the knowledge of that becomes very important. So every aspect of, there are people who have done what you are doing.
Yes.
How did they get there? What did they do different? What am I lacking? What am I not doing well? How do I improve on that?
Okay.
You see, when you develop and you start seeking that knowledge and understanding and getting much more understanding of the area that you are doing, naturally you start growing. If that is not going to happen, forget about it. So a lot of people have so many things in their minds,
Yes.
but they are not prepared to seek the knowledge and understand that better. But you think, even in our secular world, corporations spend millions to do what we call continuous development programs. What do you call these CPDs and whatever there's all those things. Why did they do that? Because they even have understood that the more people have knowledge and understanding of what we are doing, the better they can be, and the more results and performance they can put out there. So the first thing, you need to understand your purpose. Understand the purpose not just to know, but to seek the knowledge, to understand the area that I am in. What are all the things I need to know? If I need to go into what I'm doing, exactly what you are doing, all the things that I need to know about that, I have to understand. So for me, I get into the financial services. I need to understand, number one, I need to know what is the latest update. What's the Bank of England base rate? How is the financial world going? I need to understand that constantly. I need to develop myself. If I want to be a CEO, if I'm a CEO of a company and I'm leading people, I need to understand leadership. I need to understand people's management. I need to, all those things, the weaknesses, motivation, engagement, driving people. So these are the things that this is the knowledge I need to acquire so that I become better version of myself. So understand that.
Yes.
That is number one. Number two.
A doctor came on the platform, spoke about his purpose and identity. So whatever you're saying,
Yes.
yeah, 100%.
Once you have that knowledge, you have that understanding, you acquire all the things that you need to acquire. Then the second thing is you need to action it.
Hi.
Put them into action. How do I put them into action? How do I get that going? Now you got the knowledge, now you got the understanding, now you know what to do. Action.
Yes. You know your purpose.
Exactly. There's no good to anybody when you have acquired all the knowledge and that knowledge is not being put to action. And I personally take a different view to that.
Okay.
You can't convince me that you know when what you know you are not putting it into practice. Because a lot of people will tell you how everything works and all the things. Any person can read and tell you anything. But if you can't see the result, don't believe them. Because then they don't know. So whatever you understand, the knowledge, because people have read different books, they have read different things that works, and yet they haven't put it into action. So what I'm trying to inspire your viewers to do, that whatever you are hearing today, not tomorrow, not a week from here, not next month, next 2 months, you need to put that into action now.
You need to.
So you have to set action, and the action you need to take is not just, oh, now you're motivated. I heard from that Diners Diary that I need to have a purpose. I need to, so I'm just doing that, and then you stop. You have to be very, very, very thoughtful about the action that you're putting in place. You need to write what you want to do.
Yes.
How you're going to do it. The clear timelines.
Okay.
So, for example, the action I'm talking about.
I like your examples.
Yeah.
Because it's making it real.
Diners Diary said, I need 1 million followers. Based on what now I understand all the things I need to do to reach 12 million. When do we need that 1 million by? Yes, we are in April.
Okay.
No, by December 2025, I need to see 1 billion.
Okay.
And what are the things I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure that I'm getting all the people that can come here and share the knowledge, and these are the people that I need to approach. Okay, I've been able to bring this individual personality. Now I need to move up and bring it more higher individuals who have achieved more. So these are going to be happening within this time. So by December, I need to see with that 1 million people there. How do I see that I've achieved 1 million? Okay, so I go to my followers, I go to my Facebook channels, I need to do that. So there should be clarity of the actions that you are taking. It is not just I'm just doing it, because then you didn't know when you have achieved it. So that's very, very important.
It's very, very important.
Very, very, very important. And those actions also needs to include what I call personal routines.
Mm-hmm.
Personal routines, somebody said you can just check the routines of people's life and you will not be surprised the outcome of their life and what they're achieving.
Okay.
Personal routines, what do you do on your daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? When you wake up, what time do you wake up? What time do you go to sleep? What do you do in between the time that you wake up and the time that you sleep? What are the routines that you abide by consistently? Remember, there's this great Aristotle called a Greek philosopher Aristotle. He said, we are what to repeatedly do. Excellence is not it's not an act, it's a habit. So when you cultivate the consistency, the habit, the routine, automatically you start pushing yourself and start getting the result that you want. So the action I'm talking about is not just I'm motivated and so I start doing that. It's taking, again, using the word intentional, what you're going to be doing, what you're going to want to be achieving.
That's right.
And then having a routine on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a personal. I have a routine I abide by.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay.
There are certain hours when you come, you won't get me.
Yes. Most of the time.
You won't get me. Why? Because I don't want distraction. I need to focus.
Mm-hmm.
I have my time that I need to wake up. My time that I need to have my Bible reading and prayers. My time that I don't.
Your Bible and reading of prayers.
But sorry, prayers and then reading my Bible. What time I need to be out?
Minister, you're a pastor as well, though. You see, I just love the idea that people who believe in God also excel.
That one is the icing on the cake, you know, because the principles are there for everybody. Both those are believers and those are bad. When you are a godly person, then you have control over the spiritual as well, because the spiritual controls the physical.
That's right.
So when you have authority in the realms of the spirit, then the physical is just
something to just ride on.
Yeah, right on. Right. Very, very important. So action is very, very important. So the actions need to be detailed, needs to be written down. You need to know what you're taking action on. So remember, I've talking about understanding, and I'm talking about taking the action. And within the action, you need to have a daily routine. Then the last thing I want to leave with your viewers is persistence. You got to be prepared to be persistent. You see, it is easier for people to cut corners and they want a result. They see Diana, Diana, the way Diana is giving birth to 3, 4 children, she looks so, and I want to be like Diana. You can't, and so they want to do all sort of things, and then jump. You cannot just jump and be like Diana, because it has to go through certain process. And that process is very painful. So sometimes you'll be taken off your feet, things will not work the way you need to work. But it's a persistence and consistency that then gives you the result that you want. So if you're not prepared to be consistent, then stick to what you want to do and what you want to believe in, and make sure it becomes successful. Then you give up. And a lot of people are going through that, because they leave They go to one job, they leave. They go to another job, they leave. Oh, if the manager doesn't like me, oh, I do everything for them. They are not even appreciating it. Oh, no, it's too hard. I set a business. Yes, if it's easy, everybody will be doing it. What sets you apart is those that have been consistent and stay put. And then it makes you worth the celebration, the attraction. And that is very, very, very important.
Very important.
So I want to encourage your viewers that once you have read all the knowledge and understanding, because people have got so much knowledge, especially I'm in the NPP party as a chair as well. And then you go for meeting.
NPP chairman.
You go for meeting and you see the NPP is made up of intelligentials, people intellectuals. And you see people have all their ideas and thoughts and everything. And you see, yes, this guy has so much knowledge. And you ask yourself, why are you not putting that knowledge into practice? Because if you can even implement a quarter of the knowledge you are telling me, your results would have been completely different. Why? Because they tried, it became difficult, they left it. They tried, they left it. No consistency, no persistence. So persistent comes with consistent. Diana have started Diana's Diary. There will be a time you don't feel like doing it. There will be a time you don't feel like even interviewing people. There will be a time you have to travel and say, no, today it's too cold, it's too weather. The moment those things set in, working kids, and it becomes difficult. So you have all the reasons why you can't be consistent. All the reasons. And that is what elite people, that is what still people's to be the best version of themselves. That is what still them to become the better version, or where they need to get to that everybody celebrates them. But when you become consistent that whether the case has disturbing me, whether it's cold, whether I need to have these things, I need to make sure this is implemented, then that is where you see everything moving. Because it is not simple. It won't come one day, it won't come 2 days, it won't come 3 days, it won't come 1 week. It is a continuous improvement, development, and consistency, and letting nothing taking you from your feet as to what you're supposed to do. So, Diana, I am so happy to be here to share this. There's a lot that I will be sharing, but these 3 things, I need your viewers to be able to take them. Number 1, understand your purpose, which comes with the knowledge. So seek to know more about what you have set yourself to do. Have those knowledge. Once you get that knowledge, action it. Don't hold on. And the action, you need to be intentional. You need to have a routine. You need to put it in a practical step. Write it down. Know what I'm doing. Don't just have it in your head. Don't just stand up and do that. And once that is also in place, consistency, persist. Don't do it.
Wow, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Minister, Honorable, my goodness. We need to let you come back. Definitely. We need to let you come back, because personally, I have been blessed. I had the idea. Someone would say like the calling, because fine, I'm a nurse, but I feel like in my group or whoever that is close to me, I want to see them do well. So if something is not going right, I just say, you know what, let's do this. Let's come this way. You need to stop that. So Diana's Diary came about through the people that by God's grace I've supported and helped unwillingly, not knowing that, I have helped. So doing this, I'm also being helped. Because today, you have blessed me, by giving me the examples that I can do to make Diana's Diary. Give that vision to Diana's Diary. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I honor your invitation. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted. Honorable, thank you so much. I know you've done so much for yourself, and there's a lot of things that you are into. I want you to, I want to advertise for you, and I want people to patronize the things that you do. So just sell the things that you are into so that people can also reach out. Soon, I'll let you come and advertise it because through you we can grow.
That's good to know.
Yeah, so please.
Thank you very much, Diana. So I run 3 different companies. So the one I want to talk about is the one here that more relevant to most of your viewers, which is the Crown Eagle Financial Services. It's a financial brokering company. So we do help people who want to buy their properties or even remortgaging first-time buyers, those that are already on the mortgage ladder and they are looking to remortgage or port, what we call portability, port their mortgage to different lenders and all of that. Also, we do a lot of equity release. They want to raise some money from their property or they want some bit of cash advance and all of that. But more importantly, I know people also love their cars. Summer is just around the corner. One of the things that we do a lot on there is vehicle finance. So people looking to change their car, looking for new vehicles, Crown Eagle is there to support. The good thing with us is we tend to take every credit profile. So don't worry if your CCD is counting, which is counting for judgment, default, late payment, lease payment, all of that is not a problem to Crown Eagle. We tend to specialize with those type of customers. So please do give us a call on 078 6022 3566.
Again,
078 6022 3566. And we'll be more than happy assess your situation, look at your needs, and be able to help you achieve your financial goals.
Wow. To help somebody who don't have good credit record, this is good. Diana's Diary. Guys, please, you should all reach out. And this is somebody, prominent that won't fail you. So get the contact or contact me. He will come here to talk about this remortgage, mortgage and all that. Those of you who want to get a house, and all that. He's done a lot for himself. And talking about cars, hey, those of you who love cars, but your credit is red, don't worry. He will give you that green light, okay? So just reach out to me and I will connect you easily, all right? Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming. And I know that when I call you again, you gladly honor my invitation.
Definitely. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. But one thing I want to ask you, all the questions that I was going to ask you, like what can one do, to transform themselves to, like when it comes to personal, development or transformation, you've touched them all because you've made us understood that you need to have the knowledge. Then after the knowledge, you need to action it, see it, put it into practice. And after that, we just have to be, routine. You need to have routine for it. After you action it, just continue it and just being persistent and persistent, isn't it? So he said everything that I needed to answer, to ask you. So what I want to do is that if you were to advise your younger self, your younger self.
I like that phrase. My younger self. Yeah.
Yes. What would you do? What would you have changed?
Right. In all honesty, if I should do something different when I was a little bit younger, I will probably say that I should have known and set my goals right at a very early stage. There's so much that goal setting and being very clear about where you want to get to, that's to you. Because you see, there's a thin line between what is real and what is imaginary to the brain. So basically, when you write things down and you have the vision clear, the body is sort of gravitate towards it. It feels like it's happening. And I didn't understand these things until at a later stage. We didn't understand where do I write it down? You know, where we coming from, nobody care about, write this, write that. Even though I was reading and doing this, but I never understood the power of making sure that things are very clear in your mind. So if I should have changed or advised myself when I was a bit young, is to be very clear with my goals and write them down and making sure that I know exactly what I want to get to and how and when I need to get them. I think that is very important.
Thank you.
Very, very important.
Thank you so much. Now, everyone is watching, and I want you to just tell my viewers, you know, I know personally we share a relationship, and you know the kind of person that I am. I just want you to tell somebody out there why they should follow Diana's Diary. Why they should follow me.
I think
Because you know me
I've said I know you personally. Hello viewers once again. I will say that Diana is she's just an amazing person. I feel God has given her so much to offer this world, and the few years that I've known her, she's just been an amazing. And coming out with this fantastic idea, what I've seen her do, I think this is something you cannot miss. The messages and then the information that are going to be coming up from these places, I know it's going to bless your life and transform and change. It's a bit of what we just shared today. It's so important that you not only follow or share, but consistently you got to support her to be the better version of herself, as we have discussed today, and also to grow this particular diary. I am more convinced that this program is going to be interviewing president and tourism. Very soon we'll see the prime minister will be coming on.
I trust you.
So I want to encourage the viewers that keep watching this program and keep encouraging her, keep sending your feedback, and keep making sure that this diary become better and people share their story to transform, because it is all about telling the stories of people so that people can also plug into it and use the examples and experiences to change their life.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Diana. It's been a pleasure, and it's always been. God bless you.
God bless you. Viewers, thank you for joining us today. I love you all. I know you have been blessed, same as I have been blessed. And I know that you are not going to give up. You that was thinking of giving up, I know that true, honorable, you're now getting up there and going there to make it. Okay, so all of you, thank you so much. It's Diana's Diary. Kindly subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, okay, and comment, please. I love to see the comments, and whatever that you want to discuss, just inbox me. If you can't, write it at the comment section. Those of you that have my number, you can reach out to me or email me. The email is there. Just email me the things that you want to talk about, and we will find a resourceful person to talk about it. God bless you, and I love you. Keep watching Diana's Diary. Bye.